Day Street Books and HarperAudio present Higher Self, Reclaiming the Power of Your Intuition by Mory Fontanez, read by Dahlia Salem. For Rhea, who held up the mirror, and for my mother, who nurtured everything I see reflected there. Forward. Alok Ved Manan. If I were a tour guide for this planet, I would say that you absolutely must engage a coaching session with Mory Fontanez before leaving. There's nothing quite like it, the eighth marvel of the earth. But I'm not. I'm a poet, which means I'll say that Mory is a publicist for the soul. In a society that continually peddles latent dissociation as personality, Mory was brought here to remind us all what really matters, why we got here in the first place, and what makes life worth living. In a world that can feel so flat and aimless, Mory makes living tantalizing again. A creative act. She paints murals of possibility everywhere she goes. I've seen her bring the incandescence of a dance floor to a boardroom. I've seen her make CEOs break down in tears. I've seen her, firsthand, turn this self-hating playground of organs into a proud, self-loving artist. How ironic that in my forward I get the pleasure of speaking to how Mory propels us forward. Beyond limiting belief systems, validation addiction, self-doubt. Beyond who we thought we were and toward who we were meant to be all along. I've always believed that we become our best selves through one another. That's the paradox of self-actualization. It's communal. At a fundamental level, we need each other to get free. How silly. We are all out here looking for answers when what we needed all along was the right question. Mory has the right questions. Who taught us that we couldn't access the lives we always dreamed of? Who made us believe that living a good life requires trade-offs? How have we come to mistake our trauma coping strategies as our personalities? I first met Mory at a dinner several years back, and she turned to me and asked some iteration of, "Who are you outside of what you've been told you should be?" I haven't been the same ever since. Before we met, I felt stuck in between what was and what could be, because my body lived in fear. My heart took refuge in could. I knew that there was so much I could do in my life, but was my comfortable place, both my mailing and my residential address. I outsourced my power to everything around me and refused to see what I was capable of myself. I was the embodiment of excuse, Mory the personification of transformation. It was a fatal encounter. In speaking to her, I rediscovered a native language I thought I had lost as a child. Hope. Mory's teachings are not for the faint of heart. They are volatile. Precisely because they are so bejeweled with hope. We are accustomed to misery, the monotonous drone of obligation, not elation. It's easier to stay in the realm of the familiar, even when what's familiar is pain. Hope hurts because it makes us discard the armor of cynicism, exposes us to a sun inside ourselves we dimmed because we were taught that love is a disappearing act, not a show and tell. There are so many gifts Mory has bestowed upon me through the years, but hope is the most precious. With all of the diffuse despair and destruction around us, I often find myself losing hope. Then I immerse myself in Mory's quiet genius, and she reignites my imagination, insists that there are feelings we haven't felt yet, words we haven't articulated yet, worlds we haven't built yet. When she speaks, it makes the world make sense again. With the precision and bravado of a chiropractor, Mory performs her adjustment, and you're back up and moving. She has left a permanent fingerprint on my heart, and I truly believe this book will do the same for you. She has helped me come back to myself after so long. How lucky it feels to be here. I guess this is my way of saying, welcome home. Introduction.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?